Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today we'll be doing a comparison review for this Marvel Legends 3-pack together with these 3 SH Figuarts Spider-Man from No Way Home.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, so let's start the comparison by checking out the overall look for the Tom Holland Spider-Man. So on my left is from Marvel Legends and on my right is from the SH Figuarts. And do note that this is not the latest Tobey Spider-Man that comes out together with these two guys. So first let's check out the costume itself. I think they have the costume being done pretty well, especially the one on the SH Figuarts. It just looks pretty good, but the Marvel Legends isn't that bad as well. So yep, it's pretty good. And even the paint, I think they are using almost the similar paint. And at the back itself, wow, I think the Marvel Legends just looks better. I'm always a big fan of the bigger Spider-Man symbols. It just looks good as well. So next we'll take a look at the head, and yep, somehow I just love the one from the Marvel Legends better. This one, it seems that the head is slightly smaller, but it's also due to the body itself is also much skinnier as compared to the Marvel Legends. Next, we'll check out the Tobey Spider-Man again. Wow, I think both of them looks great. It's hard to determine which one is actually nicer, but you can see the paint itself is slightly different, especially on the blue. The one from the Marvel Legends is a little bit brighter as compared to the one with the SH Figuarts, and somehow I just like the linings on the Marvel Legends better because the SH Figuarts one is not bad, but it's just not shiny enough. As you can see, the one from Marvel Legends is, you can see the silver linings. This one, you just need to have the lights to be reflected off him. But in overall, yeah, it just brings a bit of like a dirty kind of look. It's like it's using a darker red. This one is actually more vibrant, at least I think it looks better. And at the back itself, both of them have the spider logo being cut off. Yeah, but it does looks pretty good as well. And as for the head, yeah, I think they are almost similar, just that the different red does makes them looks kind of different, but actually I think both of them looks pretty good on its own. And the last one, we have the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and of course, wow, I think this is where the difference comes in. You can see the one from the Marvel Legends looks slightly darker. Okay, now that I put them side by side, it does seems pretty similar like the Tobey Spider-Man, whereby the red is slightly darker as compared to the SH Figuarts, but it does looks nice in a way. And you can see the one from the Marvel Legends is also a little bit more muscular as compared to this very slim fit kind of look, which I think is more accurate to the movie. And you can see even the tights have muscle on it, whereby this one is just very tight. I think the one from the SH Figuarts actually looks more accurate. And wow, we can see that the one from the SH Figuarts looks nicer as it actually reflects off the light. It shows the spider logo more obvious, but the one from the Marvel Legends is just, you know, dark red. It doesn't really reflect off the light. Sometimes you see, you can't even see the spider logo now. And as for the head, yeah, yep, somehow I think they are pretty similar, but I just kind of like the one from the Marvel Legends better. It just seems to have a better shape to it. Yeah, somehow. Yeah, but other than that, I think the paint of the blue, yeah, is also slightly different as the one this time. I think the SH Figuarts will actually use a darker navy blue as compared to this one here. But regardless of it, just like the Tobey Spider-Man, I think both of them actually looks pretty good on its own. And next we'll compare with the articulation. I will just point out the differences between both of them. So the one from the SH Figuarts will have a separate neck on its own, so it can move pretty freely. But as you can see, for the Marvel Legends, the neck is actually a part of his body, so you can't really have a very flexible movement. The next thing is actually on the torso itself. You can see for the Marvel Legends, you can just turn on his waist and bend forward and backward, but the one from the SH Figuarts does have a much flexible, whereby you can actually rotate it, swivels it around. Lastly, for the legs part, the one from the SH Figuarts does comes with toe hinges, but not for the one from the Marvel Legends. As for the Tobey Spider-Man, it's very much similar to the Tom Holland Spider-Man, whereby it have a separate neck on its own and not for the Marvel Legends. But this time around, in terms of the torso wise, it's actually very much similar to the SH Figuarts, whereby you can swivel it. Same goes for here, but for the abdomen's part, it's just a bending forward and backwards. You can't really turn it. But for the one from the SH Figuarts, you can actually do it pretty much very flexible. And same goes for the legs, whereby you have a toe hinges for the SH Figuarts and not for the Marvel Legends. And lastly, for the Andrew Spider-Man, it's pretty much the same as the Tobey Spider-Man, whereby you have a separate neck for the SH Figuarts and not for the Marvel Legends. And the torso itself is also very similar, whereby this part itself is same, but on the abdomen side you can see that the SH Figuarts is a lot more flexible, but the Marvel Legends you can just bend forward and backward, and as well as the toe hinges as well. And also I'd like to point out that this Andrew Spider-Man, for the Marvel Legends, it does have a very big gap here for the butterfly joint, whereby you can actually bend the arms backwards, but not for the SH Figuarts. You can't really do that for the SH Figuarts. Okay, next we'll move on to the comparison on the accessory. I will start with the Marvel Legends. As we have seen from my previous review, you can see that it only comes with 2 more sets of interchangeable hands, plus a webbing for each one of them, and that's it. And as for the SH Figuarts side, for this Tom Holland Spider-Man, it also comes with several sets of interchangeable hands plus some webbings for him. And for the Andrew Spider-Man as well, the same, just a few interchangeable hands and some webbings. But when it comes to the Tobey, this is where it shines, because it just comes with 2 more unmasked head of Tobey Maguire, as well as a mask, and most of it is the interchangeable hands and also some webbings. So Tobey Spider-Man is the one that comes with lots of accessory as compared to all of them. And next we'll take a look at the scale comparison with the Marvel Legends as well as the SH Figuarts. So you can see, just like what we expected, the SH Figuarts is always shorter when it comes to the scale as compared to the Marvel Legends. Yeah, so this is still within my expectations. However, there is one that I'd like to point out, which is the Tom Holland Spider-Man. As I mentioned in my previous review for the Marvel Legends, I say that he looks too muscular, which is why I deducted some marks from the overall look. And this is much more like what Tom should look like, a little bit more skinnier. So when it comes to the scale, I feel that it's pretty much what we have expected, that the SH Figuarts will always being shorter as compared to the Marvel Legends. And lastly, of course, we'll talk about the pricing for 2 of them. Of course, we know that the Marvel Legends actually comes in a single 3-pack, but for the SH Figuarts, you have to get them separately. And as we always know, SH Figuarts is a lot more expensive when it compares to the Marvel Legends. So how big different is the price? Well, I'll just give you an example. By buying one of the SH Figuarts, you can actually buy the whole set of the Marvel Legends. So the final verdict of the comparison is that we can see the SH Figuarts have the more advantages in terms of the overall looks. You have better articulations, more accessories. Of course, when it comes to the pricing, yeah, they are also a lot more expensive. So if you do have the budgets for both of them, I would still say go for the SH Figuarts. But if you are not, the Marvel Legends isn't too bad far off. But hold on for a second, do not get the 3-pack for now, because they have just recently announced a wave which have these 3 Spider-Man with the unmasked head as well. So get that 3 instead of this 3-pack. However, there is one differences when it comes to the Tom Holland Spider-Man, is that this Tom Holland is in the integrated suit, but the one that comes from the new wave will be on the final scene suit. So I do hope that you find this comparison informative and useful to you, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video.